good, beautiful, beautiful beings? So before we get started, let me just go ahead and remind you guys that you are the bomb. You are amazing. You are beautiful. And there is nobody like you. So you guys just go ahead and give yourself a hug. A good one. Okay. A topic of the day. Yes, as you can see, it is very, very highly possible for someone else to know you better than you know yourself. Please believe it. Please believe it, believe it, believe it. So if you're not vibrating on a conscious level, if you're not, conscious or aware of what you're doing, who you are, the spirits that are controlling you, if you don't possess a type of insight, a type of wisdom, not to mention, psychics, seers, medium, all those people that you could potentially be acting with that you may not even know that you are interacting with, who you're interacting with, I should say, basically. Okay, so you could be interacting with people who are actually on a more conscious level, and a more intuitive level, and a more insightful level, and possess, just insight and wisdom and discernment and all kinds of things. You could just be talking to a really wise person. You could be talking to somebody that can just see past what you can see on a 3D level and more so on a 5D level. You don't know what spirits you are interacting with. You don't know who you are talking to, because most of the time people who are on a higher spiritual, level, realm, or whatever you may call it, rank, most of the time they are not sitting there interacting with somebody and telling you who they are. They are not sitting there interacting with people telling them who they are. Most of the time they are not. You could just be interacting with somebody who seems so normal, somebody who just seems so understanding, and they're actually seeing through you. They can actually see the spirits that are controlling you. They can see the type of person that you are at the core. They can see so much about you that you might not even be able to see about yourself. So that is why people are like prophets, psychics, medium. That's why people have gifts. Another thing, through my own experience, like a lot of people that I know, they know of my gifts. They are aware of my gifts and my powers and the things that I know and the things that I can find out, and my abilities, and how spirit talks to me, that my spirit does talk to me, I should say, not how, and that my higher spirit does talk to me and use me. I don't carry myself of somebody who is too high of the sky. You know what I mean? One of those. I'm really still down to earth. I'm really still goofy. I'm really still, most of the time when you're around me and I'm not on that note, and I'm just, just being a free spirited, you would never guess that I am, and I know, and I can see the things that I do and I can't. So, a lot of people get too comfortable with me, even the people with my family, people that's been around me for years, they forget. So they tend to talk to me, or they tend to try to lessen me in things that they are blinded in themselves, but I already know about. So, I'm not saying that I'm above anybody, because, I'm not. I'm just saying that I am more awakened, and I am more conscious, and I am more used than the people that I am around. I'm used more by the spirit, by my spirit, than the people that are around me, is what I'm saying. So they tend to forget that I'm already, I'm there, And then you do have, those people that are kind of combative or competitive, that actually think that they are there but are not, because they have not done the work. They have not educated themselves about things. They have not allowed themselves. And I'm not saying, I know some people are like, how do you know? But like I just said before, I can know people better than they can know themselves. Okay, so with that said, don't get it twisted. I also am human. I also could see the wrong spirits inside of me, or spirits that want to be or want to come inside of me. Or I can also, detect when things are coming towards me or coming my way, or when I'm acting a certain way, or when wrong energies are in my energy field. And, I can also detect when I'm not being myself as well. I can also see me and see who I am when I need to, and I also can check who I am, and I'm very conscious and aware, so I can actually nip and cut off spirits and energies and things that I need to at the initiation at the door. So that's the difference between being conscious and aware, and just letting things fly because you're not conscious and you can't see the things that are actually around you and going on around you because you are not actually as conscious and aware on a spiritual level. And that is what you need to be on, is conscious on a spiritual level, and not on a 3D level, or feeling like you're conscious because you're in the moment. Now, it's so much more behind and beyond that moment that you are living in, that you are unconsciously seeing and not recognizing within yourself. And there are other people that are on a conscious level and aware, that can see those things, not just for you or on you, but also on and for themselves. And because if they can, it's just easier for them to be more conscious and aware, because that's who they are. And you never know what they're not telling you about you, or what they see in you, as well as what they're not telling you about who they are. So you just gotta be careful and not doubt anybody, not underestimate anybody, not put anything past anybody, because most of the time the people that you think the least of is the people that usually are more than what you think of them. So just be careful. Like I said, it all starts with spirits, and be humble. So I hope that makes sense. So anyway, be careful of who you are dealing with, who you're disrespecting, who you're talking to, because like I said, you don't know the spiritual awareness of people, and a lot of times they are spiritually ranked if they are using their spiritual awareness to the proper powers. They are covered in ways that can be kind of backfiring to people that are coming against them. And there are also people that are highly spiritual ranked, that are not that can possess powers, but uses their spiritual rankings and powers for the wrong reason, and that can also backfire on them too. So just make sure that when you do come into growing spiritually, or if you are of some type of spiritual rank, I hope that you're using your spirituality and your powers for good and for blessings, and to love, and to help uplift and carry on the ones that are less on a spiritual rank and unhealed level than we are. So go ahead and just take what you need to take from that, and I hope that you perceive it the way that I wanted you to. And I love you guys, and I hope everybody just had a blessed one, and stay strong. We gonna get there.